Monday Night Raw took place from the Performance Center last night. I'm going to try to get through this quick. I apologize for my late review. I didn't get a chance to review it last night. You had Seth Rollins mock Rey Mysterio, mocked at the end of his career. He's ripping into him, and what he does, he basically does a retirement stage 4 Rey Mysterio. And then he wants to induct Rey Mysterio into the WWE Hall of Fame. If there is one next April, or next March, if we even have one. Aleister Black runs out. He attacks Seth Rollins. He challenges him. So you have Aleister and Seth. They have a hell of a match. Went on 21 minutes. Went on for a long time here. They had Rollins got a lot of advantages. They had it go really good. It was an entertaining matchup. It was fun to watch. You had Austin Theory and Buddy Murphy attack Aleister Black. After the match, and in the match they were there for ringside, and what happened was Rollins, Aleister Black was able to roll up Seth Rollins for the victory, and then after the match, Austin Theory and Buddy Murphy attack Aleister after the match. Carrillo tries to make the save, but then they beat him up too. Rollins, and then they held Black and forced him to watch as Rollins stomped Carrillo. Rollins then gave Black a stomp as well. I thought this was fine. They did. They're going to have the new Raw talk, and this is the free version of the WWE Network. They recap Apollo Crews winning the U.S. title last week. They have Charlie Caruso interview Angel Garza and Selena Vega. Garza is very happy to see Caruso. She asked about his controversial win over Kevin Owens last week. Vega's about to go nuts on her. She hates her. Selena Vega does not like Charlie Caruso. She hates that Angel Garza and Charlie Caruso have a thing sort of going on. And they clearly like each other. Selena Vega is not like that. They play NXT TakeOver in your house this Saturday. Damn, I forgot it's this Saturday. They air video from Shawn Michaels discussing the upcoming Randy Orton Edge match, the greatest wrestling match ever. He talks about some of his own great matches. He says the ladder match against Razor, that was a classic. The Iron Man match against Brett, and the 2 WrestleMania matches against Undertaker, and his match against Kurt Angle, Ric Flair, and John Cena at WrestleMania. The John Cena match wasn't that great, but he thought that they had it in them to deliver, and he picked Edge to win the match. Lana rant MVP backstage. I don't really care about this storyline. I feel like Lana's probably better off with wherever Rusev goes. They do a recap of what they did with Rollins earlier in the day. Caleb Braxton interviews Apollo Crews. He has a long list of feelings. He couldn't believe he was standing as U.S. champ. KO, he calls him out. Cohen's walk, so it was okay. Apollo Crews. So this is okay. They have the women's tag team match set up. After the match, they had it turned into a tag match with KO and Apollo going up against Andrade and Angel with Zelina. It was okay. So Apollo and KO get the win. And Apollo Crews pins Andrade with the powerbomb. Zelina shocked. So it looks like that's the end of their feud. It was a quick match. Kelly Braxton interviews Asuka. It was a good interview. I thought Kelly did as well. And she would take out the bully. It's Nia Jackson. I was going to skip through the Street Profits, Viking Raiders, Bowling, except I don't care. Next, you have Billie Kay, who's accompanied by Peyton Royce against Nikki Cross, who's, of course, with Alexa Bliss. Alexa and Peyton are in the corner. I think those two, I don't mind seeing them wrestle. Not because they're both smoking hot, but I don't think we've ever seen Alexa Bliss and Peyton Royce have a match. Just the two blondes. But Billie Kay, the problem is she's not good. I mean, Peyton Royce is bad too. Both of them are bad. But Billie Kay is a lot worse than Peyton Royce. I've seen her. She's very, very bad. So they went with her and Nikki Cross, who no one cares about. She's just awful in her role. So it was just not bad. It was whatever. They had Nikki Cross get the win, Billie Kay get the win, which made sense. I guess it sets up the tag match. I don't know. I guess they can do it at Backlash. They can have the title. They might give it to the Iconics at Backlash, but that looks like where they're going next. And you have Billie Kay get the win with the powerbomb. you set that up, and I guess maybe Alexa Bliss, Peyton Royce will be next week. They have Raw talk with Seth Rollins tonight. Oh, actually, it's funny. Bliss and Cross are having two feuds at the same time. They're feuding with the Iconics and they're feuding with Sasha Banks and Bayley. They're having a match on SmackDown. Rey Mysterio interview. The interview, he joins from his home. He doesn't have an update. He has asked about Seth Rollins' speech earlier tonight, and he says he can never be cleared again. And he tried to calm down. He said this was Dominic. What happened was he showed up next to me and interrupted him. Dominic said somebody from his family should deal with Rollins. And Mysterio thanked everyone for reaching out, and his family, Mysterio, knew if he wanted a real statement from him, so he railed on Rollins for people put his family through. Mysterio said he would never forgive him and says, "Damn you, Seth Rollins." He pats Dominic on the back and he says, "Let's go." Mysterio got up, and but Dominic remains on camera. He noted Rollins was a man of scripture and said, "An eye for an eye." So he wants his revenge for his father. Nia Jax. Horrible promo. Then they go to the R-Truth Gronkowski. So this is significant. Not that I care, but they show Rob Gronkowski from his home. He's a 24/7 title. Gronk was at his home who agreed to help him make a TikTok video. Truth was there posing as a gardener in the background, which was funny. As Gronk danced, his friend revealed that he was wearing a referee shirt, and then Truth rolled him up for the win. Gronk was mad, but his friends tried to reason with him because he has a new career with the Bucks. So that's it. That's it for Rob Gronkowski. He goes with the Bucks. He's not under contract at WWE anymore. He had a cool run as the 24/7 title, and that's it for Rob Gronkowski in the WWE for now. Here we go. Nia Jax, Kairi Sane. Oh, Jesus Christ. So Nia Jax has hurt Kairi Sane 3 times now. The buckle bomb, the choke slam into the buckle bomb, whatever that was, a month ago or something. That led to Nia Jax getting a move banned. They're no longer doing buckle bombs. And here, she throws her into the steps hard. So what happened is they're outside. Nia Jax launches Kairi Sane into the steps, and her face hits the steps. And it's crazy because she goes head first. I thought because what happened was her face would hit the steps, would like hit a corner or something, and that would cut her. But she went like right into the flesh. And I'm surprised that cut her because usually it would always be an edge or a corner. But she goes head first, and she is busted. Her face is cut. She had a pretty significant gash. We saw the thing she posted on Instagram. It was brutal. Nia Jax rolls her into the ring, hits a leg drop for the pinfall, so she kills Kairi Sane yet again like this. She always murders Kairi Sane. Such bullshit. Fucking bullshit. Give Nia Jax this push. Asuka runs out to confront her, but she leaves, and that sets up her match. Randy Orton promo, I don't care. He talks about the Edge match. I don't really, whatever. Charlotte promo, and she told wrestlers in the audience to shut up and respect their champion. She said they should all inspired to be like her opponent to take over. She was rooting for them and wanted one of them to be the next River player, Io Shirai, so she can make them bow down. Her opponent's Asuka, who she has Asuka's number. She beat her at WrestleMania 2 years ago when she retained the title, and she broke her streak, and then she beat her last year on SmackDown to take the belt. So she's had Asuka's number for a while. They had a good match. They have really good chemistry together. Asuka and Charlotte are really good. Both of them are great. They work well together. Charlotte loves working with Asuka, as Asuka does. Actually, I'm sure she likes working with Charlotte as well. They have good chemistry. They can work well. It was a fun match, and then what happens was Asuka is down. She gets booted off the apron, and then her music hits, and it's Nia Jax. She comes out of the ring wearing an Asuka match, and she has green face paint, and this was just awful. And then Nia Jax runs over Asuka. Nia Jax is just awful. I can't wait for Asuka just to beat her, and I don't have to ever see this fucking feud again. This is just the worst. Yeah, Charlie Cruz interview Lana, and as good as Lana looks, it's like, I don't want to see her because she's been used so poorly. McIntyre beat Lashley, and Lana comes out there to help McIntyre. He hits a Claymore kick, and I guess they can just get rid of this feud. Lashley threw MVP from the ring, so McIntyre is he pins MVP. After the match, Lashley puts McIntyre in a full Nelson, and they abruptly go off the air. It was so bad. I don't know what they were doing, but I thought it was really unorganized how they did that. So that sets up whatever, I guess. When's Backlash? A week? 2 weeks? I guess. Nah, not that interested.